the intimidating Tbr tag. That was a weird voice. I haven't been tagged, but I mean, let's face it, if I only did tags when I was tagged, I would never be doing tags because I never get tagged. So I'm doing this tag anyways, okay? So it's all about your TBR, your to be read pile. I have a little longer one that I've ever had in my life. So let's have fun and see what I have to read. The first question is, pick a book that you haven't been able to finish. Now, the one that I chose, I actually don't have it anymore because I gave it away because I didn't finish it and I wasn't planning on finishing it. And it's called Queen of the Tierling by Erica Johansson, I think her name is. This one was an adult fiction fantasy book. It was a Booksplosion book of the month. It sounded interesting, but when I started reading it, it was so boring. So boring. I almost didn't finish Shatter Me, but it was for Booktubeathon, so I was like, no, I have to finish it. So I couldn't include it, but if it hadn't been for Booktubeathon, I wouldn't have finished that book. So it would be in this video right now. But again, that's another one I gave away, so I can't even show it to you anyways. The second book I have to choose is one that I haven't read just because I haven't had enough time to read it. So, you know, life is keeping me busy. I'm gonna pick Just One Year by Gail Foreman. It's the second book in her Just One Day duologies, kind of slash trilogy, because you know they got that little snippet of Just One Night. And I haven't picked this up, and I read this in December 2014, I want to say. Yes, December 24, no, yes, I can't remember. It was the first year of my college. I can't remember what that was. Anyway, I read this like 2 years ago, let's say. Not this one, but Just One Day. I read Just One Day like 2 years ago, and I wanted so bad to read this one after I read Just One Day, but for some reason I didn't get it until like months after, so I kind of lost interest in it. And then when I did get it, I also got Just One Night with it. It's like a little physical copy of that little story, and I just want to know what happens after the door closes, but I just never pick it up because I'm busy doing other stuff. Nah. So next is to pick a book that you haven't read because it's the sequel, and I think it means like you can't read it because you haven't read the first one yet. I'm gonna pick The Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. I bought the first one, haven't read it, and I wasn't planning on buying the second one until I read the first one because I'd heard mixed things about the series, but I saw the signed first edition sticker on the cover, so I was like, I'm getting it anyway. Leave me alone. Why am I whispering? So I bought it even though I haven't read the first book, and I have no idea if it's good or not, but it was a signed first edition and I couldn't let it go. It was calling to me. Next, I have to pick a book that I haven't read yet because it's brand spanking new, and I actually have two for this. So the first one is The Crown by Kira Cass, the last book in the selection series, and I can't wait to get it. And the other one is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. Now, the reason that I picked these ones is because I actually bought another book the same day that I bought these ones, and it's A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, my queen. And I'm still reading it, and it's been like 3 weeks since it came out, but I'm taking my time with it, so I don't want to rush anything. So that's why I haven't picked up these ones, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to pick these ones up next because I have a different kind of mood in my head. Is that weird? Oh my god, stop sneezing. So I will be picking these up, obviously, but I can't pick them up now because I'm already reading a huge book that I've been taking 3 weeks to read, and I really want to read these because I bought them on the same day. They're the newest books I have, but I can't get to them right now. Next is to pick a book that you haven't read because you read another book from that same author and didn't really enjoy it, so you're kind of hesitant to pick up another book from this author. I don't have one for this question, but I can answer it even though I don't have a physical book that I own, which is kind of part of the whole video. But I would say John Green books. Every time there's like a new book or that I see a John Green book, I'm like, I don't want to pick it up because I only enjoy The Fault in Our Stars, didn't really enjoy Paper Towns or Looking for Alaska. So I don't have any other books of his that I haven't read, but if I had to pick an author for this, I would pick John Green. Now to pick a book that I'm just not in the mood for. Like, you're not in the mood for certain people sometimes. Well, this one, it's a book. I'm going to pick Alienated by Melissa Landers. I've had this book, again, for like a year and a half on my bookshelf, and I just never feel like reading it. Like, some of them I'm like, oh, I kind of feel like reading you, but not today. This one is just like every time I go to pick up a new book, I don't want to pick this one up, but I want to read it someday, but I'm just never in the mood to read it when it comes to picking a new book. So I don't know what's happening here. Help. Next is a book I haven't read because it's humongous. So many pages, so much of my little time that I have to read. The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare. I've read one story of this book during BookTube-a-thon, but it's just one that's like, it's big, and it's not a real Cassandra Clare book. Like, it's a real Cassandra Clare book, but it's not like a real book that's part of the story of all the other books of the series. Like, it's not a book in a series, it's just novellas, and it's big. And it's like, it's time consuming, and I have so many other books that I want to read. Hence why I'm making this video. Next, I have to pick a book that I bought because of the cover, and then you're kind of hesitant to read it because you heard some mixed reviews about it. Some were good, some were bad. So for me, I'm doing kind of the opposite. I heard the reviews first, heard that it wasn't that good of a story. Some people loved it, some people hated it, but I really like the cover, so I bought it anyways. And I want to figure out for myself if I like it or not. I don't want other people to judge my views of a book. So for me, it's going to be Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. That sticker's still there. I thought I took it off. So I love this cover so much. It's so cool. It's got blood in a crown. Yes, yes, not yes, yes. It's been an up and down feel for the book. Some people really loved it, some people really didn't like it, but I really like the cover, so I bought it anyways, and I will figure out for myself if I enjoyed the book, not letting other people tell me you like this book or you don't like this book. Next is the most intimidating book on your TBR. For me, it's going to be Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. It's the biggest one in the series, and it's over there in a box set, and I don't want to take it out of the box because it takes effort and time, and then you have to put it back in the box, and that's just impossible if you don't do it the right way. So definitely that one is like thick. It's so thick and so big, but I want to read it, so I think it's actually going to be one of my next reads. But it definitely is the most intimidating one because it is huge, but I know I'll love it because it's Harry Potter. So that was the last question for the tag. It was really fun figuring out like what books I didn't want to read and what books I did want to read, and I don't know, it was fun. Did you enjoy it? I did. Yeah. So as usual, let me know which book is your most intimidating book in your TBR pile. Let me know in the comments below, I guess. And I'll see you guys very soon with the next video. Bye! My battery is almost dead. It's like blinking at me. Ah! How long is it gonna last? Let's just keep going. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Still going. Okay, well, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!